Hey guys, it is Breyer here, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So today is kind of like a sad video because I am selling my gray pepper. Don't worry, she wasn't laying on the ground, she was laying on this foam mat. But yeah, basically I sold her last night, and she was up for auction on one of our sales pages. And I told you guys that on my Instagram if any of you guys were interested in her. But yeah, she sold last night. That was the last day of the auction, or offers really. It wasn't really an auction. People just were sending me offers. And yeah, now she's going to a new home. I'm really gonna miss her because she is so pretty. But yeah, I don't know. We'll talk more about that later. So yeah, basically guys, you're just gonna watch me pack her up. I have my box, my whole bunch of bubble wrap. That's what it's called. I literally have a whole bag of it. A whole bag just filled with bubble wrap and wrapping stuff from Breyer. So I get to put that to some use. And yeah, basically we're just gonna be packing her up and talking about her, my whole little experience. So I already got some beauty shots of her for when I sold her. I took a lot of pictures, obviously, to have like a whole little album to send to people who were interested in her and wanted to see more pictures. So I have plenty of pictures of her. Also took some selfies with her, of course, and I have the pictures of when I first got her. I really wish I got that on video of me unwrapping her. Honestly, I don't even think my reaction was like that big. I was just like, oh yeah, I got the one I wanted. But like, I guess at the time I didn't really know if it was 30. Like, those were still rumors. Like, I thought maybe this one was half and half. Because I know, like, Quill was half and half, I'm cutting it, so I should rip it. Half and half glossy and matte. So I thought maybe that was her thing because they knew how many people disliked the original color, which I actually didn't mind the original color, but obviously, like, so much prettier, and, like, I don't know, there's just, like, I don't know, you can't say enough good things about her. She really, like, I know that maybe this wouldn't be that many people's cup of tea, but she's a super popular vintage mold, especially with older collectors, and I think that's why she was, like, so popular and sought after. But, yeah, I really liked her, and I honestly, okay, so here's what I'm selling. I already sold her. So I am going to college next year, or this year, I leave in 2.5 weeks or something like that. And as much as I want to keep her, realistically, it just, like, not that there was no point, but, like, I could use the money. Because, like, obviously I got a pretty decent amount of money for her because she is so rare. Also, there's been a whole bunch of stuff about people complaining about how people are pricing the, like, 1 of 30 models for Breyerfest this year. And honestly, like, they're worth that because people are willing to pay that much. Like, if you don't like the price, you don't buy it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Because, like, I don't know how to even describe. Like, I didn't want to get into it, but I just didn't say anything because I was selling one myself. But I don't know. It was weird. I don't feel like I sold her for, I think I sold her for what she was worth. I'm not going to say the price, but I'm sure you could find it if you look hard enough. But I did start off the auction at $1,000, and it exceeded that. So I don't think my starting price was that much. But that was also, I saw that, and I kind of expected it to be more than $1,000, because multiple of the glossy Dianas have been sold for over $3,000. Now, I get, like, I was expecting her to go for that much, because that's the most popular mold, one of the most popular models this year besides Rocket. But I feel like, oh, you can't even see Rocket. He's right here. Rocket, my little pretty thoroughbred looking guy. But I feel like even people didn't love Rocket as much. I don't know. I guess people did, but I don't know. I didn't love Rocket as much in person necessarily. Like, I kind of, well, I don't know what I'm saying. I always liked Diana more though. So like, if somebody would want to trade their Splash Diana for her, like, I probably would have done that, but, well, here's the other thing. I also got offers for, like, one-of-a-kind models and stuff like that, but I really just wasn't looking to trade, because, like, okay, yeah, so the money, I'm, like, so out of it, but I'm going to college, and the only reason I would want to keep her is to show her at Breyer, but I'm not going to Breyer for, like, probably until I graduate, which I can't even say that, because what if I don't get a good job right straight out of college? Like, I hope I do, and I'm very, like, positive and, like, really going to work very hard to make sure I get a good paying job right out of college. So hopefully that will happen and will be a possibility, but I don't know what my life is going to look like in 5 years, you know? So I can't say for sure when I'll be able to show at Breyerfest again. Or just even go to Breyerfest. Or also just showing in general. I'm really, really not sure. I have been thinking about it though, and there is a show that's like 30 minutes away from me that happens every year. And it's like in usually like mid-April. And I'm kind of thinking if there is a possibility that I'd be able to come home for that weekend and show, and I'll just like get ready during one of my breaks or something and try and do that, or even I'll like bring stuff with me to college to like prepare for it, because it's really just like tags and stuff and getting breeds ready, and like I can just take a picture of my collection and I know who I show and stuff. And it's not like Breyerfest where I'll have to have it registered, so I could like switch up stuff like till the last day. So even if I like come home on Friday, which I would, I only live 2.5 hours from where I'm going to school, like maybe 3 depending on traffic. So after my last class of the day on Friday, like I can get, like I can leave, like, and I'll be fine, and I can get back anytime Sunday and be fine too. If I did do the Long Island show, I probably wouldn't do the 2 days just because I like would have to come back on Sunday. Because even if it runs until 6 o'clock, like I could still leave and then get back to the campus by like 8 or whatever. But if I'm coming home for a weekend, I probably won't just want to do the show, you know? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's just what I've been thinking. But yeah, even with, like, I don't think a show record would necessarily increase her value by much, because I already know she's going to show so well, and I'm sure she's going to, like, a showing home, because I feel like people who spend a lot on models, show a lot. But, yeah, I don't know. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I really hope one day I'm able to get, like, a model just as rare as this again. But I'm happy to say that I was able to own one at some point in my life. I think that's, like, every collector's goal is to own a horse as rare as 1 of 30. Like, that's insane. It's also cool to say that I was, like, able to sell a model for a lot of money. Like, as sad as it is, a lot of, like, respect from outside people, like, towards the hobby is because of, like, how much money it costs and stuff. And I don't think that they mean it in a mean way, but just, that's kind of how people are. Especially that, like, don't get it and don't really care for it. They just, like, think of it as, like, oh, well, you can make money out of it, so that's, like, kind of cool. And that's kind of how they, like, that's how you convince people that it isn't childish, too. But anyway, going back to the money thing, by being able to sell her, I've been putting back basically all the money I took out for Breyerfest. I'm putting it back into my savings just for, like, college and, like, whenever I need money in college, like, for books or whatever. And then, I'm going to be joining my school's riding team, and it is a club team, which actually I'm very fine with because I do not want to deal with the stress of a varsity team. But it does cost money to ride for the team, just with lessons and stuff. Oh, I ran out of tape. But basically she, like, this will pay for my first year of, like, lessons. So that's really cool. I'll be taking a lesson once a week. Yeah, like, once or twice a week. And then the school pays for the showing fees, which is really nice. Okay, the only other tape I could find is rainbow unicorn tape, so we're just going to use that and hope she enjoys it. But anyway, so basically that's going to be paying, like, I don't have to worry about that for the first year. So that's very, very nice. And then I'm going to have a job in college, like, probably working, like, at their gym or something, like, sitting at the front desk. Like, they have a lot of opportunities for, okay, that looks so, like, weird. Like, just a rainbow. We're gonna leave it, it's cute. You know what, we're not. I'm just gonna use some packing tape, because that does look kind of childish. And I'm 18 now, so you don't need that. My little cousin actually got that for my birthday for me last year. And this year, she got me a unicorn mug, so that was cool. But yeah, just like, selling her, just knowing that she's going to be enjoyed makes me very happy. Like, when she was up for auction, there was a bidder, and she bid, like, quite a few $100s more than what I actually got for her, because this person ended up basically backing out last minute, which kind of really sucked, because I was, like, it was a pretty large amount of money. I was, like, looking back, like, now, like, it was frustrating because, okay, you know what, I'll give you the whole story. So the night before the auction ended, I got an email from this person, and she was basically like, hey, I just wanted to, like, sorry about this. She was like, good news, well, for me. And she was like, I found somebody that would trade for the Rocket, so I don't need, not Rocket, Pepper, so I don't need 2 of her, so I'm gonna pull my offer, and then, like, that was basically it. And this was the night before the auction, like, ended. So I was like, oh, shoot, because a lot of, like, people dropped out after she bid because it was so much. So I had to quickly email everybody. I did it that night and was just like, hey, this is what's going on. It's back down to this price. And so, and then I just extended it for a day because to, like, let people keep bidding. Because basically everybody dropped when she did because, like, I don't know, it's just, like, it was just, like, a big amount of money. And I understood why. And honestly, like, she probably could go for that much and I wouldn't be surprised. But it's not, like, what she would probably be valued at, I guess. So I get an email that night. Keep in mind, I'm watching the finale of The Bachelorette, so I was, like, so into that and, like, being now stressed over this, and I was just like, shoot, like, it was bad, but, like, I already, like, kind of wanted to spend that extra money, like, on stuff for Coach, which, like, I didn't need. Like, I was looking at $300 stirrups, and I do not need $300 stirrups. I really want American Eco stirrups because they're so freaking nice, but I know I don't need them, so I probably would have just saved that extra money anyway. So it was just more frustrating in the sense that I had to email and update everybody, like, right away because I didn't want to, like, wait till last minute. And it was, like, 9 o'clock at night, maybe even 10. Yeah, it was, like, 10 o'clock at night, and I got this email, and I'm watching The Bachelorette, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, I don't want to deal with this right now. But I did. I waited, I think at, like, 11, I sent another email, like, out to everybody, basically being like, hey, this is what's going on. And then I get an email back from the person that sent the second, like, most amount. And she was like, oh my god, like, you're kidding. Like, I was, like, crossing my fingers, hoping something like this would happen. So I was really, really happy with how happy she was about this. So that was just, like, really nice to hear. But yeah, I guess it kind of got all sorted out. Then last night, though, I was at a freaking graduation party, whatever. And, yeah, I don't know why they're still in August. I actually have two more this Saturday, which is also not good because I have a show on Sunday, so I have to get up at 5 in the morning, so I can't even stay out late. Well, I mean, I can, but I know I'll regret it in the morning, so we're not gonna do that. But I didn't have any connection at the grad party I was at. For whatever reason, the Wi-Fi would not connect to my phone. And it was connecting to my boyfriend's phone and then my friend's phone, but it would not connect to my phone. So I was very, very frustrated. And then nothing was loading because, like, my LTE just wasn't working. But I forgot that I have to, like, sometimes I have to I have to shut off my phone completely and then turn it back on and then it'll work again, like, the connection. So I didn't do that. But then I just took Ryan's phone and signed in my email. So I feel bad for him because he was, like, getting the notifications from that email. But really nobody else emailed me because I had a few people say, like, okay, I'm going to wait until, like, the last minute and then, like, put in a bid. So I was, like, stressed out, like, by 8 o'clock being, like, when I got there. Well, I got there at 6 and then, like, I tried checking my emails at 7 and it wasn't working. So then, like, at 8 o'clock, I signed in on Ryan's phone and, was looking, and nobody sent me an email, so I was just like, okay, whatever, this is weird. I was expecting, like, some email with another bid, because then I knew I'd have to email the people that were still in it and update them and whatever, so I was just really, like, freaking out about that. But then nobody else emailed me, and then at, like, 9:15, it ended at 9, but I was, like, in the pool, and we were getting dessert, and then, like, Ryan's phone, like, went off, and I looked, and she's like, hey, so is she mine? And I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm like, whatever. And then we emailed back and forth a little bit, and then basically I was just like, yeah, like, yours. And then we sorted it all out. She paid me that night, paid in full, which was awesome. And yeah, now the next day, and she's getting packed up to go. I just emailed her because I'm probably going to wait until tomorrow, just because I didn't know if she wanted me to have to sign for her, or if she's okay with it being left out on the doorstep, because I just don't know what she would be comfortable with, and I want that to be a-okay, and it's probably going to be tomorrow at this point, because I think it's almost 5 o'clock. Oh, she actually just sent me, but it's 10 minutes till 5, so not going to be able to make it to the post office in time, because it closes at 5. So, she'll be sent out tomorrow. And she's being sent out by signature. That's what she just said. So, yeah, that is it for now. Oh, I had to buy this today at friggin' CVS, because we ran out of, did I already talk about this? I might have. Packing tape. But, oh my gosh, there was like $10 packing tape. And I was like, what the heck? It's friggin' tape. But I guess it comes with this little contraption. But this one was only $5. This is also an off-brand one. It was the Scotch one that was like $10. So, yeah, she's all packed up and ready to go to her new owner. But yeah, I'm very excited that this person could be so excited about it. It would just be a waste for me to have her, like, just basically set on a shelf for the next 4 years with her being so rare and nice. And I just know somebody else can enjoy her. Even though I enjoyed her so much and honestly do really, really love her. Like, there is nothing wrong with her. It wasn't that I didn't like her, because I honestly did. And she was one of my favorite variations. Like, honestly, between her and the Splash Diana, were, like, my top 2 favorites. So, I'm really, really happy I was able to own her. And hopefully one day I will be making a decent amount of money and will be able to get horses as rare as her again, or I get lucky at my next Breyer Fest, because hopefully, if I do go in 5 years, it would be the 35th anniversary, and I think that's usually, like, didn't they do something for the 25th anniversary, where it was, like, 25 limited, whatever? I don't know. So maybe I'll get lucky again that year. But I don't know. I was very, very lucky this year getting her, and then also getting a glossy surprise. So, I'm keeping the glossy surprise. He's not going anywhere. I need, like, some memory, like, from Breyer, like, this Breyer Fest, because this was, like, probably one of my favorite Breyer Fests. If between this year and last year, I would say. But yeah, that is it, guys. I will be sending her out tomorrow. I hope you guys won't miss her too much. I know I will. But I know she's going to be in a lovely home and be very much enjoyed and loved. And yeah, I wish that I could keep her. And I mean, I could. Like, it's not like I couldn't keep her. But I just know how much, like, it's just going to make my life a little less stressful. And also, I don't have a job anymore. I told us at Breyer, I think, or I put it on my Instagram story. I kind of got fired from my job, but kind of, like, yeah, I guess I got fired. Because I requested off for these 2 days, like, a month in advance. It was my birthday and then Ryan's graduation party. And she was basically like, I called in sick one day, which I literally never call in sick ever, because I had freaking walking pneumonia. I still technically do have it, but she like got so nasty. She's such a nasty. I hate her. But and was like, well, I'm not giving you those 2 days off now. Like, you need to come in, whatever. And then she was like, well, but then I was like. Well, then I went to work again, and I basically was like, I can't work those 2, because she came up to me and was like, you need to work those days and all this stuff. And then I was like, well, I can't work those days, so I don't know what you want me to do. And she was like, well, if you don't show up that day, then you don't have a job. And I was like, okay. So that was it. And honestly, I would have already put my 2 weeks in by now. I, have enough money saved up for gas and stuff, and now I'm making money off of her, so really I have, no worries, and I have so much free time, and I've been working with Coach so much. I already feel like such a better rider, and, me and Coach have been achieving so much more, because I'm able to ride a lot longer and spend a lot more time at the bar now, and, yeah, it's just nice to have this free time before going off to college, because I really didn't want to spend my, last few weeks working. But yeah. That's it for today, guys. Sorry if this is really long and rambly, but I hope you guys were entertained by it. This was kind of just like a chit-chat video and packing up her to go to her new home. So if you guys do like these kinds of videos, I guess I could post them again whenever I, sell another horse. Oh, this guy's for sale. Here, I'll bring him down. This guy's for sale. If you guys are interested in him, please email me. I'm also open to trading, so just let me know. Again, I'm not showing for the next 40 years, and I'm not, in love with him as, I'm in love with everybody else in my Totilas conga, and I'd much rather, have room for, a different custom. He's really nice, and if anybody would like him, I think he would show well in, novice shows. He's not as extremely competitive in harder regions with customs, but he's still really nice and pretty, and I think someone else would enjoy him a lot more. He does have placings from, I think, a Region 9 show? Yeah, a Region 9 show, which Region 9 is a pretty hard show, but I think it's just hard when he's up against, more difficult warm bloods, because I think that was, a solid only class. But yeah. That's it, guys. I should stop talking now. I've been talking forever. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope you guys have a great day. And most importantly, also comment, subscribe, do all that. Most importantly, stay fabulous. Bye.